Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Today, it's probably one of my, I'd say, most exciting, important lessons that I like to live by. If I were to live by something like this, then I probably wouldn't be where I am today, which is doing okay. But I'm grateful for every second of it. For today, I want to talk about really just being proactive. I know it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to do it. And to be proactive, you really want to be a little hungry. You want to know what your ambition is. You want to know where you're trying to go to. If you are in a company and you have computer services that you provide, it's great to let people come to you. It's great to have word of mouth. When somebody asks you, hey, how do you have your business? And you're like, I get my business from word of mouth, referrals. And that's great because that shows that people love you and they want to refer to you and they vouch for you and they basically tell a friend or they tell a cousin or they tell a neighbor or whomever. So that's great. However, that's not enough. When you get an email, for instance, and I just got an email about like 20 minutes ago, and the email essentially asked me, hey, do you have a tech resource? I have, it was a high-end server tech that we need, and it was an overseas contact. And you know what? We get that a lot. We get probably about 70% of it being spam. And to that end, we're not sure exactly if it's good or bad. However, there's also maybe 20 to 30% of that's good. This one looked like it had an inkling of being real and not some bot. So I essentially, instead of just letting that go, I called them up and I said, you know what? I'm going to call them up. Yeah, it's international. I found them through WhatsApp. I spoke to them and now we're in conversations of rates and how to move forward. So the point is take every lead seriously, go for every potential, whether it's a question about your service or whether it's an email that comes in that might be fruitful for you, or you know what, it might just be a way to start a contact when having somebody in the future. So every meaningful conversation is important to have. And one example I want to leave you with this of somebody who was proactive in my organization who really impressed me. One of our techs, one of our high end motherboard repair and logic board repair technicians, he knows 5 languages, but he didn't know English. And so he wanted a job in New York. And so what did he do? His roommate, who speaks perfect English, came from America, actually came in and spoke for him and said, look, this guy is amazing. And what did he do? He showed me a picture and video of his workplace from where he was. And he showed me, this is his system. And he showed me like an actual repair that he did on a board. And it really much impressed me. And I said, you know what? This is crazy because he doesn't speak English. And we always like to be communicative with our techs. But you know what? He was proactive through the means of his roommate who was actually it was traveling in New York and said, you know what? This guy's awesome. You're going to love him. And from there, we said, you know what? Let's speak to him. And you know what? Eye to eye, this guy, our Ted, was phenomenal. And he's been here for about 5 years now. And he speaks English, by the way, 6 language. So the point is, nothing's out of bounds. Go for it. If you're wondering if you should answer that email, if you should answer that contact, if you should pick up the phone, whatever it is, just go for it. Every available lead is potential business. So definitely say yes to everything and just go for it. All right. I'll speak to you next time. Take care.